Hi guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to take the session on how you can set up the Google search ads campaign, right? Okay, so I hope my screen is visible now. Okay, yes, all right, cool. I believe yes it is. Okay, yeah, cool. So now what we discuss here is, first thing is you have to open ads.google.com, then you have to click on sign in, then select your ad account, click on plus campaign tab, then click on plus create campaign, right? Okay, so I go back to my Google Ads account here. Okay, here it is. Yeah, then click on plus new campaign here. Okay, then what you have to do is you have to select your campaign objective. Okay, I select the campaign objective here. There are different objectives: sale, leads, website traffic, app promotion, awareness and consideration, local store and visit, create a campaign without guidance. Okay, so we want leads, correct? So I select here as leads. Yeah, I select here as leads here. Okay, then you have to choose the conversion goal to improve leads here, right? Okay, select the conversion goal. Okay, so basically what is conversion goals? Conversion goals can be labeled as default account. Okay, basically how do you want to track the conversion, where anyone submits a form on your website or they give an inbound call. So for this campaign here will try with phone call leads here. Okay, so let's click on continue. Okay, I click on continue over here. Okay, so now here you have to select the campaign type, which campaign type you want to select here. Okay, now select your campaign type. Okay, so I select here search, select search. Okay, now if you select search, right? Okay, so here you have different options. Select the way you like to reach your goal. Okay, is website visits, phone calls, store visits, lead form submission. So for now we will select here as phone calls. Select here as phone calls. Okay, so we'll enter the phone number, change your country. I'll say as India. Okay, let me scroll down 1 second. One second. So here you have different countries. Okay, so your business is based out of which country, right? So here you can take that particular option. Okay, here you can say, see here you have, see here you have different countries here. 1 second. Yeah, there's a problem with my machine here. 1 second. Okay, so you select your India, write the contact number. Okay, then click on continue. Enter the phone number, click on continue. Okay, continue. Now you have to define the campaign name. Find the campaign name. Here we'll say as Picnic Point leads. I click on continue. Yeah. Okay, so now let's define the bidding strategy. So here we will take as maximize conversions. Okay, so see, I told you in my previous session also that if your Google Ads account is having the conversion history of more than 30 conversions, definitely you should select target cost per action. But if your Google Ads account is not having any kind of conversion history, right, so definitely you should select here as maximize conversions. Okay, so this is maximize conversions here. Yeah, so conversions. Okay, so I've selected this, then click on next. Click on next. I did that over here. So I hope I am pretty clear, audible. Yeah, everyone, right? I am pretty clear on YouTube live. Please type yes in the comments. Right? Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now what I do is you have to select here as Google Search Network Partners. Select Google Search Network Partners. Okay, so I do that over here. Now you have to select your location. That's very important, right? Select your target location. Where do you want to show your ad over here? Ad, right? Okay, basically this small city Solapur next to Pune. Okay, so we would like to show the ad there. I type here as Solapur. Okay, because this is include, yeah, include this location. That's it. Cool, awesome. Okay, then select languages. Because this comes in Maharashtra, so I'll type here as English, Hindi, Marathi. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I type here as Hindi. So you can select languages here. Yeah. Then I also type here as Marathi. Yeah. Okay. So now here this is something very interesting. This is called as audience segment. Let's explore the feature of audience segment here. So what is that all about? See, if you click on search and you click on browse, okay, so here in audience segment basically you get to know the detailed demographics, okay, about your target audience, right? In audience segment there are two categories of audience segment. Okay, so what are those two categories of audience segment. One is affinity audience, one is in market audience. Okay, so basically here you need to understand, okay, if it is in market audience, so what is that all about? So you need to identify in market audience who is going to visit the resort here, right? Okay, so let's say scroll down this options here, right? Okay, Google will give you a lot of options here, right? From this you can select the option. Let's say you're not able to find the option here. Okay, so what you can do, you click on search. Here you have two options, search and browse. In the audience segment, click on search. Okay, once I click on search, what I get to know here is, see, I just type here as the keyword picnic spot. What I get to see, if I enter the target keyword here, right, where people are planning for picnics, okay, Jaipur, Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Goa, Kolkata, India, Pune. Okay, so this is very close by to Pune, right? So if somebody is visiting Pune, then definitely they can visit Solapur. It's just 250 kilometers. Okay, just 3 hours drive. Okay, or 3 hours travel by Vande Bharat. Okay, right? Somebody who's water sports enthusiast. Okay, then you can select this. Alright, okay. So you have defined your audience segment here. Correct? Got it? So in the targeting setting for the campaign, make sure you always select observation. Select in market audience in the targeting setting campaign. Always select here as observation. This session is going to be very detailed. I'm going to cover every pointers in minute. Okay, so be attentive, make notes, and after this session please do the practical by yourself. Okay, yeah, cool, awesome. So I will be telling you all the details over here. Okay, yeah. So now let's try to understand the other factors here, right? Okay, so now what I do is, see, I go back to the dashboard. Now let's select the keywords match type. Match type here. Okay, here I will be using use keyword match types. Okay, so you are not going to use broad match keyword for your campaign. You are not going to use broad match keywords for your campaign. Okay, cool, yeah. So now what I do is use keyword match types. Then if you see, click on more settings here. Click on more settings. Okay, so let's do that. 1 second. So once I click on more settings, what options you get here? Add rotation. Okay, this option is always you have to keep. Optimize best performing ads here. Then define your start date and end date. Okay, so I define the start date and end date here. Okay, let me do that. So it's 12th April and I take this campaign for, let's say, 13th April. So I keep this campaign for 24 hours. Then if I click on more settings, so what all you get? So this is very important, ad scheduling. Okay, so I ad scheduling is very important. You should always keep your ads live when your target audience is active. You should always keep your ads live when your target audience is active. Okay, so let's say for example in India, okay, so what time users are active generally? So like 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Okay, so let's keep the all days. First thing is all days. Yeah, then timing I'll select here as, okay, here it is, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, cool. So make sure always schedule your ads here. So end time is earlier than start time. So make sure your time should be AM to PM, right? So always make sure that this has to happen. So logically, if I calculate the time here, so see, this is something you have to keep in mind, because I created this error intentionally so that you understand, okay boss, if I'm in 10, after 12 what starts? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? Okay, so this is the numbers it will start in the campaign, right? So always make sure that you have to use these particular numbers, right? Okay, so I keep it here as 20 means what? 9 o'clock is 21, right? So always make sure that this number should always go in your mind. Okay, then I click on more settings. Okay, so your ad rotation, campaign URL option you keep as it is, branch, okay, as it is. Then click on next. Yeah, I click on next here. Okay, alright, so now what I do is I open the website URL. Okay, I open this website, Picnic Point here. Yeah, okay, I hope it's clear to everyone. Any doubts, any questions, you can please ask me in the comments. I would be happy to help all of you. Okay, so now I'll open one more dashboard here. Now when it comes to Google search ads, what is important? So one is comparator research and one is keyword research, correct? Okay, so I open two dashboards over here. Right, so I open one more dashboard of Google ads. So now I go back to Google search. Open Google. Okay, stay stand out, right? I just type here as picnic spot near Solapur. Okay, I just type this keyword. So already the rankings is done over here. Yeah, so you could see we want to identify who are the core competitors, right? Okay, so let's say the best way to find keywords, my dear students, it is from Just Dial, because you know how Just Dial gives you leads. Any idea? Okay, so what happens is Just Dial will create lot of landing pages as per the location for different businesses. Okay, those are sub pages they'll create based on the target location. So let's say if I definitely open this particular page of Just Dial, right? What I do is I just got to see, I copy this URL over here. Okay, see, there it is. Now I go back to tools, open Google Ads dashboard, click on tools. Okay, I click on tools here, then click on planning and keyword planner. Keyword planner, right? Okay, awesome. So here you have two options. Okay, discover new keywords, get search volume and forecast, right? So I select here as discover new keywords. Okay, keyword research is going to be a lot more important. Here you have two options, start with keywords and start with website. Okay, so we will try both the options here. So first we will click on start with website here. Okay, yeah, just enter this URL here, just dial, use only this page, enter the competitor URL in Google Keyword Planner. Okay, once I do that, then click on the option of use only this page. Okay, I click on the option of use only this page and click on get results. Okay, I click on get results. Yeah, so now it is going to tell me which keyword just dial is actually going to target, right, for the campaign here. Okay, I close this. See, here I get the list of all the keywords, right? I scroll down here. Yes, download the keywords in CSV file. Yeah, so the keyword list is being downloaded, right? Okay, awesome. So what I do is I go back to Excel file. So see, this is the keyword list. So now basically what you understand from this particular sheet. Okay, so guys, am I audible right in this session? Yeah, the screen is visible. Please type yes in the comments. So I would like to take a feedback because this session is going to be very detailed. I'm audible right? Please type yes. Screen is visible. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. 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 Okay. So now I go back to keyword planner. So now let me understand, make you understand. You have to select three categories of keywords when it comes to Google search ads campaign. Okay, what is that? High competitive keywords, medium competitive, and low competitive. See, if your Google ad budgets are limited, select those keywords which is having low search volume but the advertiser bid should be high in that specific location. Okay, cool, got it, clear everyone? So now you might be wondering what does this actually means, right? So I open my sheet here. Okay, so now let's see the volume here, volume of the keywords, average monthly searches is 500,000. Okay, see, this is picnic places near me is, oh my god, that's 50,000 searches. Okay, I highlight this and I would like to see the actual bid amount here. See, the bid is hardly 12 rupees 57 paisa per click. It is 13 rupees per click. But from this particular sheet, let me identify which keyword is having the highest advertiser bid. If I click here, see, this is 86 rupees they are targeting. Okay, then I click on the bid column here, 80 rupees. See, okay, this is 117, best places near me. So logically, the valuation for those keywords, okay, so for example, the advertiser bid for those keywords is high, those are commercial intent keywords. Okay, any advertiser who is bidding high for that keyword, okay, is basically the commercial intent keywords. Now, how do you define the mathematics? Okay, so let's say for example, from this sheet, what you get to know, let's say the advertiser is paying 117 rupees per click. Okay, so my monthly budget is what? 30,000 rupees. So what I do is, let's say I want to keep my ad live from Monday to Friday, right? Okay, so I search, yes, calculator, yeah, so 30,000 so divided by 25, so my daily budget will be 1200 rupees. Okay, daily budget will be 1200 rupees. So this mathematics calculation has to come in your mind. If your daily budget is 1200 rupees, okay, so now again do the mathematics. So 1200 rupees divided by, let's say you bid on this keyword for 117. So you are expected to get daily 10 clicks. Daily 10 clicks for your campaign with the budget of 1200 rupees. Okay, so now you got the idea from the competitor's URL, but now there's another way to do keyword research. Okay, so now let me go back to the sheet once again. 1 second. Yeah, awesome. So now what I do is, okay, I go back to keyword planner. Okay, cool, yes. So now what I do is, here I open google.com. So Google will give you auto suggested results. Okay, so now how can you find out those auto suggested results here, right? I say here as picnic spot near Solapur. See, if I type here as picnic spot near Solapur, so what do I get here? I scroll down here. Okay, see, people also search for these keywords are called as long tail keywords. I copy this keyword here. These keywords are called as long tail keywords, related to picnic spot near Solapur. So what are those? Here it is. See, these keywords are also called as LSI keywords. LSI means what? Latent semantic indexing keywords. So now basically, what do you mean by latent semantic indexing keywords? The keywords which are tightly themed and are interrelated to each other. Those keywords are basically called as latent semantic indexing keywords here. Okay, so now I have one group, picnic spot near Solapur, right? So for example, I have picnic spot near Solapur within 50 kilometers, picnic spot near Solapur within 100 kilometers, picnic spot near Solapur within 200 kilometers, and one day picnic spot near Solapur. Because any user who is going to go back to Google search is not going to type a generic keyword. He's going to type a long tail keyword, and if you are targeting long tail keyword for your paid marketing campaign, for your Google search ads campaign, okay, this is going to give you more number of inbound leads. Understood? Clear? Target long tail keywords which has less competition, okay, or you can say less search volume and high advertiser bid. This will give you inbound lead for your campaign. Okay, got it? Clear, everyone? All right. So now what I do is I go back here, I type this keyword, for example, one day picnic spot near Solapur, because we are narrowing down the campaigns here, right? Okay, then I'll say yes, picnic spot near Solapur. Okay, I type here one more keyword here as family picnic spot near Solapur. Yeah. Keyword research is very important in Google search ads. See, setting up a campaign is not a big deal. But if you're targeting wrong keyword for your campaign, you will end up spending a lot of money, and which is going to lead to wasted budget. So please, you have to spend a lot of time in doing systematic keyword research to identify the commercial intent keyword for your campaign. Okay, then I change the location. Change the location here. I just type here as Solapur. Yeah. Okay, I click on get results. See, I get this list now. So see, I have further narrowed down the list here, right? I download the list here, CSV file. Okay. See, now the bid is nothing, right? So that means what? You have an additional advantage because no advertisers are spending money for these keywords. So that means you're going to be visible. This is a golden opportunity for you. Okay. So see, there are two opportunities lying for you when you're doing the Google search ads campaign. Okay. One is the advertiser bid is very high, the volume is less. Okay. And one second opportunity is when there are no advertiser bidding for the keyword, because there are other competitors who are not doing Google search ads campaign, right? But what happens is there is some monthly search volume, okay? Then you are supposed to get the inbound lead. Now logically, what all these keywords called as, see, I keep this here, these keywords are called as local keywords. for local keywords, ideally there is very less advertiser bid. Okay, so you get to know, okay, first now I have to target this particular keywords in my campaign. So now let's get back to Google Ads dashboard. All right, so I hope this is pretty clear. Yeah. Okay, so now what I do is I go back to Google Ads dashboard here. So now I have got my keyword list. So I'm only going to target exact match keyword for my campaign, right? So I'll say here as picnic spot near Solapur. Yeah, then I type here as one more keyword. Okay, one day picnic spot near Solapur. Yeah. Okay. All right, and I'll say yes, Picnic Point Solapur as well. Okay, so let me target 3 keywords here. So now what you see on the right hand side, see, Google is going to give you the estimation that your cost per conversion is going to be 942 rupees here. See, your calculation is going to differ, right? Okay, based on the mathematics, right? So now here it is call ad. Okay, so as we already told you, it's going to be call ad. Any user who's going to type this exact keyword, I'm going to get the inbound lead. Alright, okay, so this is how it is. I'll say the final URL here as this. This is my final URL. Okay, yes, enter the final URL, enter the verification URL, enter the final URL, enter the verification URL. Okay, yeah, so this is how it is. Then you have to enter the display path. Okay, if I enter the display path, it is next spot. So the display path is gonna be like picnicpoint.com/picnic spot. Okay, right, got it? Clear, everyone? Now we are going to design the ads here. Now you might be wondering, what are the possible ways to design the ads? See, the campaign optimization score has come to 91.2%. Okay, now I'll show you ChatGPT, something interesting feature of ChatGPT here. Okay, so one second. Today I am also going to cover Google Analytics. Okay, so please be active because we will be covering Google Analytics also today. Yeah, so one second. So here it is. I open one more property here. One second. Yeah, now let's open ChatGPT. Now let's open ChatGPT. So everyone, you have to install this extension AIPRM. Install this Google Chrome extension AIPRM ChatGPT extension for ChatGPT. Okay, just install this extension here. Yeah, So how is it? This, you go back to Google here, just type AIPRM for ChatGPT extension. Just install this extension and just activate this. Okay, you will get this from Chrome Web Store. Okay, so I've already installed here, right? So I close this browser. Okay, now what I do is I close this. Yes, see, this is called as AIPRM ChatGPT prompts here. Here, this particular tool is going to give you more than 5,000 prompts here. Now, in the AIPRM ChatGPT prompt, click on search option. See, I'm trying to make your life easy when you're doing Google search ads, right? Just enter here as Google ads. Okay, enter here as Google ads, because this is the age of AI, right? You have to use AI smartly, right, to get the output correct. Yeah, scroll down. Here there are a lot of options which is going to generate the Google ads headlines and description. Okay, awesome. Yep. All right, so now there are different ideas here. So here you'll find Google Ads prompt for skyrocket performance. It will create a complete Google Ads strategy. It will give you 50 keyword ideas, 10 headlines under 30 characters, 4 description under 90 characters, citing ideas and call out extension. So let's try this particular extension. I click on Google Ads prompt for skyrocket performance. Okay, now once I click on Google Ads prompt for skyrocket performance, what do you get? Just enter the keyword. Okay, for example, I just type square bracket. I just say as picnic spot near Solapur. So this is going to generate the data for you. Just click on enter. Now see the magic. Just hold on for a second. This tool is going to do magic for you. It takes some time to fetch the data. Okay, so I hope, my dear students, you are pretty clear. Any doubts, any questions? Everyone is clear? Please type yes in the comments. Yeah, clear everyone? Okay, let's go back to the extension here once again. There could be some error here, or the server is running slow. Sometimes ChatGPT is also running slow, right? So I just type here as Point Solapur. I click here. Yeah. See, it is generating ideas for me over here. See, what keywords am I supposed to target, right? Now, what keywords you're getting in ChatGPT, you have to correlate that keyword list in Google Keyword Planner. Correlate the keywords from ChatGPT in Google Keyword Planner. Okay, clear? Awesome. See, this is the list you get for the campaign. Awesome, awesome. See, it is giving you huge list. See, this is the list. Now it is helping you create the headlines. So for now, but ideally I would suggest you can please create the headlines in your own word, but for now we will take ideas from ChatGPT. Okay, so I go back to my Google Ads dashboard here. Enter headline 1. Okay, enter headline 2. I type here as business team. Okay, then enter your description. Description is in 90 characters. So 30 characters, 90 characters. So for now, this is just for the reference. So I just take the description here for your reference. Okay. Yeah, 90 characters. So what are the questions which are going to be asked in the interviews, right? So let's try to understand that. Okay. So now I'll tell you the parameters and the KPIs also once I set the campaign. Just give me a second. I enter the description here. Right. So now basically when you're setting up call only ads, when you are setting up call only ads with the campaign objective of lead generation, bidding strategy of maximize conversions, right? So what are you going to do over here? Basically you will have two headlines in 35 characters. You are going to have two headlines in 25 characters, right? Since I go back to the dashboard, you will have two description lines in 90 characters. You will have two descriptions lines in 90 characters. Then define your business name as well. Point is what? Your primary keyword. Okay, make sure to integrate your primary keyword in your ad headline and in ad description. This is something very important. Okay, if now point is you have to improve your quality score. In your Google search ads campaign, right? Okay, the content of your landing page must be connected to the ad copy. Okay, then the speed of landing page will also matter a lot. So today I'm giving you a case study example that this particular website is not optimized for lead generation, it is not optimized for conversions. So how are you going to improve that? Because tomorrow when you work in the companies, right, any project is not going to be perfect. You are hired to produce results, because when you're hired in the companies, you are supposed to be a problem solver, and definitely you have to convert that problem into solution. You have to convert that failure into success, and that is a responsibility. No project is going to be perfect for you, so you have to create those miracles with your digital marketing skills, with your Google Ads skills, right? Okay, speed of landing page will matter a lot. So now let's go back to Google here. Okay, so this is the preview of the ad here, right? So now I open Google page speed insights. Open Google page speed insights. Okay, open page speed insights here. Cool. So now what I am going to do is I will be entering the website URL. Okay, I close this browser for now. Enter the website URL. Yeah, here it is. So this is going to be very detailed session like end-to-end implementation campaign. For example, with this tutorial video, you can do the campaign by yourself and you can do the lead generation. The only thing is the basics and fundamentals has to be cleared, right? So, so here what you could see, you could see the score for mobile. Mobile it is 60, accessibility is 58, best practice is 75, SEO score is 85. So now for example your mobile score is 60. Mobile score is 60. Now take measures to improve it to 90. Now let's analyze the desktop score. Desktop score is what? See, desktop score is very good. Desktop score is 81. Okay, again improve till 90. Okay, what is what? Any website or landing page has to have the page loading time in 1.5 seconds. Okay, when you have a higher page loading time, so this is going to help you in improving your quality score. Okay, so in my previous session we discussed about phrase match, we discussed about broad match as well. Yeah, cool, got it? Everyone clear? Okay, I hope I'm pretty clear on this. Yes, all right, cool, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now I go back to Google Ads here. See, Google Ads bidding strategy. There are different kind of bidding strategies. Like if you select a traffic campaign, it could be maximum CPC, that's called cost per click. Okay, so you have maximum conversions, target CPAs, different bidding strategies are already there. All right, I click on next now. Go back to Google Ads dashboard. Click on next. Now Google is going to tell me the recommended budget here. So what is the estimated budget can I keep for my campaign? Okay, so based on the bidding strategy which I have selected. So what data which you are getting from keyword planner, this is volatile. Understand this concept in your mind that Google Ads is like a stock market. The valuation keeps on changing every single day. The moment Google finds that yes, there is some competition happening around for those competitors keywords, definitely Google is going to increase the valuation. So based on the recommended Google budget, you have to publish your campaign. Okay, based on the recommended Google budget, you have to publish your Google Ads campaign here. Okay, cool, got it? Interesting. So now let's say Google is telling me that you need to have a daily budget of 2019. Okay, so we estimated 1200, but Google is saying that you have to pay 800 extra more. Okay, so either way we can have our own customized budget or we can have a recommended budget. So we have to do testing with both the budgets here. Okay, so let's start testing with the recommended budget here for now. See here it is, this is set custom budget. You can do that as well. Okay, so then click on next. Now then Google will publish your campaign here and this is amazing, awesome. Okay, now Google will tell me that, hey, look, why don't you bid for broad match, because Google is going to make more money, because with broad match my CTR will increase, with exact match my CTR will be low. Okay, because I'll get limited clicks, right? So CTR is what? Click through ratio. What is the long form CTR? Is click through ratio. Okay, yeah, clear everyone? I hope this is pretty interesting. Everyone, this is clear? This session is getting longer, but I believe I'm adding a lot of value in this session, right? Okay, so I hope you like it for sure. Okay, so publish this campaign. I'll say I don't want to improve my ad score, because what Google is trying to play with it is, it will improve your score by 7.6%, and it will take your optimization score to 98%. But your campaign optimization score is not going to determine the quality of a campaign, the quality of a lead. So that's perfectly fine. Over here, click on publish campaign. Okay, see, and the campaign is published. Wow, cheers, hey, the campaign is published. Okay, so but now we will also understand one more very interesting tool. Okay, so what is that tool all about? Okay, so you could see if I open this particular URL, Picnic Point. Okay, so now this website is not optimized for conversions. So now what am I going to do here? Okay, so now let's create the landing page with the help of AI. Awesome. Okay, so now what I do is I close this browser for now. I type yes, lovable.dev. Open lovable.dev. This is very nice tool, because this is doing the job of website developer. It is doing the job of website designer. AI is making much things easier. So you have to be updated with artificial intelligence over here, right? Okay, so now let's move on further. Open ChatGPT over here. Okay, now ask ChatGPT, suggest ChatGPT prompt to create highly optimized lead generation landing page for Picnic Point Solapur. Okay, what you have to do is you have to ask the prompt to ChatGPT, hey, what prompt are you suggesting if I want to create the lead generation landing page for Picnic Point, right? I just click on enter, and this is going to give me the prompt here. Okay, see, it is telling me act as a high converting copywriter and landing page designer with 20 years of experience in tourism and hospitality lead generation. Create a highly optimized landing page for Picnic Point Solapur, a family friend picnic destination perfect for weekends, school trips, and corporate outings here, right? So now what I do is I just copy this prompt here. I copy this prompt, I go back to my notepad, right? So now what I do is I will copy this prompt here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now I scroll down over here, I click on enter. So I'll click on sign in. I'm sorry, I forgot to sign in here, so I'll sign in with my account over here. 1 second. Yeah, I'll sign in with my account here. Okay, so now I'm just getting sided over here. So see, I have already sided over here, right? I just click on enter. I've entered the prompt over here. So now see the magic. This is going to do the coding for you, my dear friends. It is going to do everything for you. Imagine you all are MCA masters in computer applications, but now what is happening in companies? AI is doing the job of graphic designer, video editor, website developers, coders. So now what next for you? You have to be updated in artificial intelligence. You'll see the magic in few minutes. It is going to create the landing page for me. See, just wait for a few minutes. So you point which I'm trying to make here is you have to be updated in latest technologies. What is the current technology which is trending in the market? Okay, which technology is having a huge job market? So you have to keep those pointers in your mind. Okay, so I scroll down. So see, if I scroll down here, see, it is writing index.css file. So ideally, a coder will take how much time to write CSS file, PHP file? At least couple of hours, 2 to 3 hours. If it's a fresher, it will take more time to write the CSS file. Yeah, just wait for a few seconds. In the meanwhile, Lovable.dev will create a landing page for you. I'll show you some more features in Google Ads dashboard. Okay, see, it is navigation bar file is getting created here. So let's wait for few more seconds. See how the AI is doing the magic for you. And here's the opportunity for you to make more money. Probably you know to use AI very well. You can design more websites, more landing pages. Okay, so ideally, if tomorrow if you guys are MCA students, okay, so let's say for example you know this tool, it will give you the complete code. What is required? You just need to have your own domain, own hosting. Okay, it's simple. You start taking orders, start marketing yourself as a website designer. One website you can take it for 10,000. Okay, and how much time is going to take for you? It is going to write the content, it is going to do the design, everything. So like 10,000 into 10, a lakh rupees a month you can easily make. So you can go to the website like Fiverr, Upwork, and tell them, hey, look, I'm a website designer and I just am willing to help you to create a website just for 10,000 rupees. That's it. With the help of AI, you can create more money. You can start advertising your services. Okay, so there is an opportunity. See, there is a threat, but there is also the opportunity to make money with AI. So how this is going to help you? Just hold on for a few seconds more. I'll show you the magic. Once this is done, then we will go to Google Analytics and try to understand the features as well. Okay. So I hope I'm pretty clear. Everyone, this is pretty clear. Yeah? It's clear? Everyone, please type in the comments. Yes, if it's clear. Okay. See, it's writing location. Okay. In the meanwhile, what I'll do is in the Google Ads dashboard, there are other options, right? Okay. If I go back to Google Ads dashboard here, so here you have to set up the conversions, right? So for example, you have different options: shared library, audience manager, exposure list. Okay. Then asset library, location manager. This is way too vast. Google Ads is very vast. I'm just showing you some basic features, but it would need at least 20 sessions for me to show you Google Ads in detail, right? Okay. In goals, see, go back to Google Ads dashboard, click on goals here. Go back to Google Ads dashboard, click on goals. What do you get to see? Then click on conversions and click on summary. I click on conversion, click on summary here. So here you have to create the conversion action. So before I create the conversion action, let's see if my landing page is created. Okay, so it is encountered with the error. So let's try to fix. It will fix the error. So see, it is writing the code and trying to fix the error. See. Okay. So in the meanwhile, click on plus create conversion action. Click on plus create conversion action. Okay. I create this plus. So now I want to start tracking conversions. So what does this actually mean? If any user is calling me from the website, or if any user is trying to fill up the form, right? How do I get to know that if that particular lead or call I've got from Google Ads, right? So you need to start tracking in, right? Okay. So here you have different options. Okay. For example, website. Okay. Track actions on a website. Track calls from your ads or website. So here you have two options. Okay. Phone calls. Let's say if you select phone calls here, I'll show you what are options you have. Okay. So let's see, for example, track phone calls. So select the source of the phone call you like to track. I'll say call from ads using call assets or call ads, call to phone number on a website, or clicks on a number on your mobile website. I'll say select call to phone number on your website, okay, or I'll say call ads, call from ads using call assets or call ads. I'll select first option, call from ads using call assets or call ads. Select call from ads using call assets or call ads here. Okay, this is conversion action. You're creating the conversion action. Then click on continue. Okay, let's go back. Wow, and you can see before I create the conversion action, a landing page is getting created. Okay. Okay, let's see. It's creating the landing page. I close this. Full size image. See, this is creating the landing page here. Okay. So now what I do is I click on publish. Okay. So with liable.dev, you can actually connect your custom domain also. If you already have a custom domain, you can already do this. Just click on publish. Okay. So just copy this. So it is actually helping me to create the landing page here. Okay, so see, this is creating the landing page. There are some bugs and errors, but definitely you can fix it. Okay, so what happens is, so you can go back to the code also, code viewer. Okay, so here it is. So from GitHub, you can get the entire code of the landing page. You can just modify the code, definitely make some changes, and definitely you can publish the landing page here. So this is very interesting tool. All right. Yeah, clear everyone? See, it is writing content for me. It is doing everything for me. Okay. See how this is creating. So here it is asking me that you need to have full size image placeholder. So it is giving me complete framework. So it all depends on what kind of prompts you are using here. So that will actually matter a lot. All right, clear everyone? Okay, so I go back to Google Ads dashboard. So now I define here conversion name, define conversion name. I say here Picnic Point phone call leads, the value for the conversion. So now you have to define the value for each conversion. Okay, I use the same value for each conversion here. Okay, so I'll just keep it 1 for now. Then you have to select the option of count. Okay, I select the option of count here. Select how many conversions to count per click on interaction. Okay, so what is this option here? Okay, every is recommended for purchases because every purchase is valuable. One means what? Recommended for lead, sign up or other conversion because only the first interaction is valuable. So you have to select the option of 1 year, right? Okay, call length is 60 seconds is fine. Click to window is 30 days. Okay, so just making notes. Call length 60 seconds. Okay, so what does this feature means? Click through conversion window, the calls which you have got in last 30 days. Okay, attribution data driven recommended. I click on create and continue. Okay, see you have set up your Picnic Point call leads conversion action. So now what is the next step? To finish setting up this conversion action, you have to edit the settings of any call extension or call the ads you want to track. Okay, so make sure your call extension or call ad uses a Google forwarding number. Make sure your phone call conversion action is active and recording conversions. Okay, so I then click on done. Yeah, click on done here, and my conversion action is created. All right, awesome. Clear, everyone? Yeah. Oh, this session has crossed 1 hour 30 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, this call is getting extended. Everyone, this is clear? Yeah. Okay, awesome, awesome. That's nice. Okay, see, here it is. Yeah, so today I have showed you livable.dev. We have discussed keyword research, we have discussed comparator research, then we discussed how you can actually make money with AI as well, right? Okay, so then now the last part which we will discuss is Google Analytics here. Now okay, Google Analytics. So now we will discuss this particular project here. So basically, why do you want to use Google Analytics here? Google Analytics data will help you understand the performance of your website. So we will understand the basic KPIs. Basic KPIs. What is KPI means? Key performance indicator. Okay, so now I go back to Google Analytics over here. Okay, so now I am on the GA of Picnic Point, right? So I want to understand what is the last traffic in 30 days. So we have 201 active users. Okay, so this is new users 196. I click here. Event count is 1.4k. Okay, use 453. Okay, so now what I do is I go back here, scroll down, so you see the graphical presentation. Okay, so Google Analytics will give you the complete graph about your traffic here, right? So let's say you want to check the traffic last 30 days. Okay, So for example, I want to check the traffic for last 90 days. Okay. See. So we had 1.2k users. Okay. So here it is. If you click on view report snapshot. So basically what is important is you have to play with the tool. So this is the report snapshot here. Okay, 187 active users. Okay, from 15th March 15 to April 11, right? Okay, so this is Google Analytics is going to help you in data analysis when you're doing digital marketing campaigns, right? So what is important is you're doing lead generation, the numbers you're getting, but till the time you will not analyze the performance of your campaign, how are you going to optimize your campaign? You will not be able to do that, right? So it's all about optimizing your campaigns for conversions, right? So basically what I suggest is after the session today, you all have to create the property in Google Analytics. Okay, so add a website. Google Analytics will give you the tracking code. Just have to embed the tracking code. Then start promoting your website organically, also paid ads. Once you start getting traffic, definitely start analyzing the data here. Okay, so now in Google Analytics you have different options. You click on home. Okay, in home what all options we have? Just explore the features here. Okay, so these are the features which I have already told you for now. Okay, see if I click on views, here you have different options. Active users, okay, average engagement time per active users. So that means with Google Analytics you get to know how much time the user is spending on your website, right? Okay, see it's 48 seconds for example. Okay, so I click here again. See what are the key events. So key events mean what? Conversions. So that means 252 people have called on Picnic Point website or they have filled up the form here. So that is conversions. 252 conversions. How many sessions we had? So you have to understand the features here. Okay, 1.4k sessions here, right? Then I click on reports tab here. So here you can create your reports tab snapshot, right? You can choose a template. Okay, for user behavior. Okay, choose this template. Okay, so you get to see. Okay, so now this is the data you get. Now if I want to do data analysis for my website, right? So what am I supposed to do? Let's say tomorrow you work in a company, you have a project to handle, right? And you're managing a digital marketing campaign for an X website, and you get to see, okay, this is the traffic. Now tomorrow you'll have a meeting with your TLs, with your managers, with your VPs, then you will say, okay, come on, give me the presentation. Okay, what is the current performance and what strategies are you going to implement to improve the performance, right? Okay, so this is what you have to understand. So you click on share this report. Okay, then click on download file. Okay, then click on download PDF. Just give me 10 minutes more, then we will conclude this session. Okay, max 10 minutes. So see, this is the PDF file data about your website, right? Okay, how many users, how many new users, what is the average engagement time per user. Okay, so this is how with all the numbers you get to understand, okay boss, this is my X performance. Now what is my plan to increase the number of users? What am I going to do to improve the average engagement time? What am I going to do to improve the key events? So those are basically called as conversions, right? So this strategies is going to really help you to enhance the performance of your website. Okay, so that's a different part in digital marketing. It's called as data analysis. Okay, so the important features what we will understand is acquisition, engagement, monetization. So if I click on acquisition, okay, you just click on overview. In overview you have different options: user acquisition, traffic acquisition. Okay, so I click on user acquisition. How many users we have acquired? You get to see here. See, you get to see from different sources. Okay, from organic we had 105. Okay, from direct 65, from paid 9, organic social. This client is doing a lot of organic marketing here. So you get to understand the numbers from user acquisition. You click on traffic acquisition. See, this is the traffic acquisition. So you get to see, okay boss, this is how we have acquired traffic from last 2 weeks. So So you get to see, okay, these many sessions we had, these are the engaged sessions, this is the engagement rate, okay, this is the average engagement time per session. But important point is explore. Just click on the explore option. Here you have different options here, okay. For example, you just click on the blank option. In blank option, definitely you can explore the functionalities, right? Okay. For example, let's say you say here as free form visualization what you want in table format, okay. So you here you can create your customized report table format, right? Okay, or line chart or table format. We'll say table format. You can select a segment here, you can drop or select segment here. This is very vast and I'm pretty sure it's not possible to understand everything in one session here, okay. Then you can select dimension. See here it is form segment, okay. So here you can select custom segments or user segment, or drop or select dimension here, okay. Select the number of rows, and this is how you have done it, right? So this is one more part in explore, okay. This is funnel exploration. I'll take a detailed session on Google Analytics in my, if I get time, if my hours are increased, definitely I'll take a detailed session on Google Analytics. I've already created one funnel, okay. In funnel exploration, basically what happens is, in Google Analytics you get two type of reports, okay. Two types of reports are generated in Google Analytics. Standard reports, customized reports, okay. So here you can create customized reports, right? Okay, for example, what all features you want to include, so you can create a customized report by yourself, okay, with the help of funnel exploration, okay. What is the open rate, how many number of sessions, what is the screen time, how many purchases have happened, right? You get to know, okay, device category, completion rate, abandon rate, okay. So now if I select the segment, okay, from the US, what is the direct traffic, paid traffic, mobile traffic, tablet traffic. So just click on admin section here. So you have to explore the functionalities, okay. So here in admin section there are lot of features. You can set up you can have a set of assistants, okay. So if you click on properties, okay, here you have property details, okay. Here if you click on property details, probably you have property access management, data display, okay. In data display, something this is very important here, that key events you have, right? You click on audiences. In audiences, here you can create a new audience, here, okay. Here in new audience, create a custom audience. In custom audience, definitely you can start creating the audience as per the requirement of your business. So I show this to you how to create a custom audience in my next session, okay. Yeah, this is very interesting. You go back to admin, you will get to see what all features still are there. You click on data stream, data collection. I click on data stream. See, how do you see? I've already added the data stream here, so the data is already been receiving here. See, for this website, receiving traffic in past 48 hours. Click on data collection, you get to see, okay, so now we are receiving the data collection. So what you can do is, you can turn it on, okay. So what happens is, you can enhance the user insights and enable audience list sharing. I just click on turn on, and this is done. Awesome. So this is how Google Analytics will work. I've given you this summary of Google Analytics, but today our main preference was Google Ads dashboard, okay, and definitely our main preference was keyword research, then landing page as well, okay. So I hope I'm pretty clear and you found this session pretty insightful. If you have any questions, you can please ask me. I would like to end the stream here for now, okay. I'll end my stream, end stream, and